Welcome to Ecstatic Yoga. I'm Grace. Welcome to week 3, Warrior Flow practice. Week 3, we're focusing on Astia as the third yama. Astia is non-stealing, non-coveting, so we're not craving and attached to having to have something. And we're also not going to, pickpocket anybody or steal things, but that's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think any of you would do that. I think some of the more subtle ways we can watch for non-stealing astia is, I think, energy, our time and other people's time. Maybe if you show up late to a class, you'd be stealing someone's time, or somebody was waiting for you because you were late. That's it's not these are just guidelines and precepts. This isn't sin or anything like that. These are just guidelines for yogic lifestyle to moderate our energy and our behavior, and to just be aware. One of the things that I'm aware of is not stealing my own time. So we have our attention. I was so happy we really touched on this at our Zoom course. Diane brought up the fact that, where your attention goes, energy flows. And so maybe being aware of where your attention is going and not stealing your energy and your attention and your power, because what you think about, you're giving your power to, and you're giving your attention and your energy to. So if we're directing our attention towards things that we don't aren't enlivening us, that are depleting our energy, are draining us, we want to look at that. And maybe we're taking from our own self. Maybe we can take our attention and bring it elsewhere, our energy and our time, in ways that are aligned more with our truth, our heart, and that give us that feeling of more vitality versus that feeling of not feeling right, however it might be. Managing our energy. I think that's a really good way to look at astia. It's just one of the many ways. And we're focusing on pratyahara. So let's begin our practice sitting in a nice, comfortable position, finding that connection to the earth, those sits bones really rooted in. You can even feel those two sits bones and feel them rooting down into the earth as we ground ourselves. And finding a comfortable position, and I invite you to just enter into mindful breathing, breath awareness. As you begin to come more present in this time and space, and enjoy and appreciate this time for you. You deserve it. This is a time we can really be present for ourselves. We're not needing to take care of or help anyone else. It's our time to be with our own body in this special way. Today, we're going to be talking a little bit about contraindications and benefits of this warrior flow. It's one of our classes this week, our lessons. So this is a little review. And dropping that breath down to the belly, if you haven't already, dropping that breath right down to this lower belly, breathing into the belly, nice, deep belly breaths. Letting the nervous system calm as you trigger that relaxation response with that deep belly breath. And I invite you to move into a 3-part yogic breath. We'll let that prana fill the whole front cavity. Inhaling into the belly, the ribs, and the chest. Little pause at the top of the breath, and then just letting it go. Or you can release it, chest, ribs, and belly, or you can even release belly, ribs, and chest. And a couple more 3-part yogic breaths. Filling that body with prana, life force energy. Releasing the 3-part yogic breath, but maintaining that breath in that lower belly. Abdominal breathing. As you begin to scan your body, noticing where you're at. Just like you would check in maybe with a really dear friend or a child or a parent. How you doing? Where are you at? Where are you at on a physical level? Just noticing your body in time and space, any sensations. And where's your energy? Nothing is good or bad or right or wrong. Staying the neutral witness, the neutral observer of all aspects of yourself and your life. And we'll dive now into pratyahara, bringing the awareness inward. Maybe beginning with noticing that beautiful heart of yours beating inside of you and that beautiful pulsation expands from the heart out to every cell and molecule of your body, to the fingers and toes. Another way to dive into pratyahara is noticing the emotions, this emotional body. Total neutrality without defining or judging a emotion, without even owning it. It's just an emotion that's moving through you. You are the awareness of the emotions. You're not the emotions. It's basking in that felt sense. And taking this opportunity now to set an intention for yourself. It could be for today, for this week. It could be a lifetime intention, whatever it is that you're wanting to create right now in your life. Stating that in the positive, in the present moment, present tense. And I invite you to feel those emotions ahead of time in advance, right now. As we trick the subconscious that we already have it. And once the subconscious believes you have it, it's manifested. And releasing that intention with a this or better, this or better, this or better. Beautiful job. Let's begin. We'll warm up a little on the floor. Andrew's so comfy here. Just moving the body, maybe some nice gentle circles around the pelvis. Moving the other direction and keeping that breath flowing. Move into a little lateral opening of the side body, choosing your side as you reach up, opening up that side body. And breathe. Moving over to the other side, noticing the sensations in your body, fully present. Nice deep breaths. And releasing. We'll move into a little gentle twist, bringing the right hand to the left knee and twisting. Left hand is back behind the left buttocks. As you inhale, you can lengthen the spine, and as you exhale, twist, gazing out over that left shoulder. And releasing. Moving to the other side, bringing the left hand to the right knee, right hands behind the right buttocks, inhaling as you lengthen, and exhaling, twisting, gazing over the right shoulder. And releasing. Beautiful job. And we're going to come up to a standing position. I hate to disturb you, little Xander boy. He gives me a look. What are you doing, Mama? Let's shake out a little bit. Come to the standing position. Shake out, move the body any way that kind of feels good. Wake up the standing pose. Let's do a little twisting. Let's tap that thymus. Remembering to include this as often as possible. You can do this every day. You're a free moment to keep that immunity real healthy and vibrant. Beautiful job. And we're going to open up the legs. A nice wide stance. Feet are facing forward, little teeny bit out. Find your position for a minute. And we're going to just move in a little bit of side body work again. Opening up the side body, bring that arm up. Warming up that spine. We move into some of the bigger movements. And let's move to the other side. Putting up that side body. Beautiful. And let's move into our warrior flow now. We're going to set the foundation. So I'm going to take this left foot 90 degrees, pointing towards the front of the mat, and move my back foot anywhere from 45, 35 degrees. Feeling that front heel is going to go right through the arch of the back foot, or the front heel is going to line up with the back heel. Either one is perfect alignment. As we move into our warrior two, we're going to move from foundation to aligning the body. So my pelvis is open, facing forward, and I'm going to bring that left knee right over the ankle. I'm widening my stance because my knee was wanting to go forward to the ankle. So you just make it a little wider. And then we're going to bring the arms up, parallel to the floor. The back one is as high as the front. And without lunging forward, we're going to do that in a minute in our side angle and triangle. We're just going to turn the head all the way to gaze out over those front fingertips. So my back quadricep is engaged in this pose, and we're in Warrior True, Virabhadrasana 2. And the contraindications are back and leg injuries or high blood pressure. Also neck injuries. So because we're turning the head, you have a serious neck injury, you probably don't want to be turning your head like that. But the benefits is it opens up our hips, our shoulders, stretches the inner thigh and the groin, and it also stretches the legs, the arms, and the abs, and improves posture and a little bit of balance here. We're taking one more breath here. And we're going to drop the back arm to the back leg as we move into reverse warrior and stretch this front arm up, opening up the heart. Knee is still aligned over the ankle or a little behind. My hips are still open. Viparita Virabhadrasana. Third, some of the contraindications. For some reason, this is for late pregnancy. This is not recommended. And also hip, back, and leg and knee injuries. Pretty similar to our Virabhadrasana 1. But benefits of reversed warrior, Viparita Virabhadrasana. It improves our spinal and hip flexion, strengthens the legs. It also opens up this opens up the groin and the hips. It can also lower blood pressure. And we can activate the throat here a little bit as we move into this pose. Let's engage the bandhas. One more breath. Deep inhale, and then on your exhale, we're going to swoop that arm. We're hinging forward now a little, swooping the arm to very gently, very little weight. We're just resting it on there. We're not leaning on our leg into our side angle. And we're going to take this back arm and we're going to bring it all the way up. So we can bring it up that way, or we can bring it over, up and over this way. And we're going to feel this, now we're in alignment. We get this arm, we're hinged forward. And the line of energy is from the back leg up along the side body. So you're going to feel this extended arm reaching out. That's that intention of the pose as you're reaching out. If you have a hip or neck injury, you don't want to be doing this pose. It stretches your benefits. It stretches the side body. You can see I'm really opening up my side body. And again, just like the, anytime we're in this, like the Warrior 2, we're opening up the groin here, the inner thigh is opened up. And we're strengthening the legs. This is a real leg strengthener. Another benefit of side angle. One more breath, reaching into that line of energy. Inhaling. And on your exhale, let's straighten the leg. We're going to move into our triangle, Trikonasana. This is where, if you want to, you can use a block. You can come down, directly down onto the floor. And the legs are the same. Our foundation is the same. Our alignment is a little bit different here. We're stacking our shoulders here. We're keeping our body in one plane of energy. We're not jetting out or back. If we were between two glass walls, we'd be perfectly in our triangle. So triangle is contraindicated if you have really low blood pressure. Injuries to the back, neck, hip, and shoulders. would be contraindicated if you're in your triangle. Also, migraines are not recommended to move into triangle if you have a migraine. Benefits: the triangle strengthens the legs, strengthens the groin and shoulder. It improves stability and balance. We're using a little balance here. Gauge the bandhas. Let's take one more nice deep breath. Reaching in, stretching the arm up, that line of energy, and exhaling down. I'm going to move into pyramids. This is if you have high blood pressure. Pyramid is not recommended if you have high blood pressure. That's an inversion. Hernias, back injuries, or heart issues with the inversion. And take that back foot and bring it a little bit, adjust it a little. I like to adjust it when I'm moving into pyramid and, of course, reversed triangle a little bit. Benefits is you're going to be stretching your hamstrings, increases the lymph and the blood circulation. So this is a really good pose. And it creates a little relaxation. So just resting in your pyramid pose. And one more breath here. And we're going to be moving into Viparita Virabhadrasana. And that's very similar benefits and contraindications as triangle, other than we're going to be bringing in a little twist. So we're actually going to be getting more benefit because we're adding a lot of flexibility to the spine, and we're adding some detoxification of the organs as we move into the twist. And breathe. And inhaling, reaching into the extended fingertips, and exhaling down. And we're going to move into Virabhadrasana 1. I'm going to adjust my foundation just a little bit. Find any adjustments you need to make. Remembering to bring that knee right over the ankle. You can come up to the leg and adjust that back foot just a little bit. And then coming all the way up. And before we even bring those arms up, let's square those hips, finding that alignment in our Warrior 1. It's our Virabhadrasana 1. And bringing those arms up. Same contraindication if you have any leg injuries, back injuries. You want to not be knee injuries. You don't want to be moving into Virabhadrasana 1. A very similar benefits to Warrior 2. We're opening the heart a little bit. We're strengthening the legs. We're improving our balance in this pose, improving the balance, stretching the inner thighs. Feel that right here. And this improves posture. We're bringing the arms up, but we're dropping those shoulders down. And one more breath. And next inhale, taking that step forward or just swiveling right into your Warrior 3 pose. Finding that drishti, that point that's not moving, you can gaze at to help your balance. You come out, just come back in. And this is a great improves balance. Breathe. Strengthens that standing leg. and releasing down. Beautiful. And here we are in our star pose. Arms out, legs out. Find that foundation. Nice wide stance. Feet pointing out a little bit. Arms are parallel to the floor. Lengthening the spine. Feeling that. It's 5 lines of energy, legs, hands, and the crown of your head. Star pose actually lowers blood pressure a little bit. So if you have really low blood pressure, this is not advised. Also, if you have migraines, is best not. But it stretches and benefits are it improves posture, lengthens the body and the spine. Engage the bandhas. One more breath. And we move into our goddess now. Bringing those heels in, feet out. Widen my stance a little bit. Bending those knees so they're going right over the feet. Coming into your squat, bending the arms. Finding your arm pose. Everybody likes a little bit different pose. Hands can come in towards yourself. They can go out towards the world. Find your beautiful goddess hands. And again, this, if you have migraines, this is not, or any kind of dizziness, this is not, or low blood pressure, this is also not advised. Benefits is it opens your heart. Goddess also improves blood pressure and strengthens your legs. Engage the bandhas in one more nice deep breath. Beautiful job. And inhale as you come up. Beautiful. Bring in the hands to the hips. And move into wide leg forward fold. Feeling that pelvis tilt forward, tailbone sticking out a little bit, and then begin to hinge forward. Stretching the hamstrings. We're increasing the blood and lymph flow, creating an inversion. So we're bringing lots of blood to the brain, the upper body. And breathe, relax, and enjoy the pose. One more breath. And while we're here, moving a little side to side, noticing the stretch a little different when you move to one side. And moving over to the other side. Coming back to center. Bringing the hands to the hips, lifting that head and that heart first. Always let them lead the way up to protect that lower back. Beautiful job. And we move over to the other side. So the right foot is pointing forward. My left foot is turned in a little bit, or some people like it right flat, 45 degrees, but we're just find what's best for your body. Heels are aligned, or that front heel. I like my front heel going through the arch of my back foot. And we'll bend that front knee. So now that our foundation is set, we're setting the alignment, knees over the ankle, hips are open, back thigh is engaged, little micro bend in that back knee, arm comes out, both arms same parallel to the floor, and turning the head to gaze out over those front fingertips. Engage those bandhas and breathe. One more breath. And on your next exhale, dropping the back arm to the back leg and reaching that front arm up, opening up the heart in your reversed warrior. Viparita Virabhadrasana. Slight gazing up, engage those bandhas and breathe. Next inhale, reaching into the fingertips, the extended fingertips, and then on the exhale, swooping that hand down, very gently rest on that front thigh. Back arm alongside the body, feeling that line of energy from the back foot all alongside the side body and out the extended fingertips. Engage the bandhas and breathe. Nice deep inhale as you stretch the extended fingertips. And exhale, straightening that front leg. Nice little micro bend in the knees. And bringing the hand down to the block or the earth. Stacking those shoulders best you can. You can gaze up at that fingertips to add a little extra twist in the spine. If you have any neck injuries, you don't want to be twisting your neck. And breathe. Inhaling, reaching into those fingertips. And exhaling, bringing that hand down, moving into your pyramid. Bringing a hand on either side of the front foot, adjusting that back foot a little, that foundation. And relaxing. In Parvatsasana. Pyramid. And on your next inhale, rooting that left hand into the earth as you twist away from me and raise that right arm up. Gazing up at the fingertips if you like, and breathe. Next inhale, reaching into the fingertips. And on the exhale, bringing that hand down back into pyramid. And moving into warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1, aligning that ankle with the knee. We're going to square those hips. My left leg is back, so I'm going to bring the left hip a little forward, right hip a little back. And then bring those arms up, relaxing the shoulders down. And breathe. Back thighs engaged. Shoulders are relaxed down. And one more breath. And then the next inhale, coming up, bringing most of your weight to that front standing leg, a little bit in the back leg. I think I'm gonna have to adjust my body a little, or I'm gonna go into entertainment center. And beginning to hinge forward, lifting the back foot up, arms stretching out. Back foot is flexed. You can also bring the arms to the side. It's another variation for the Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. Find your drishti and breathe. Slight internal rotation of the upper thigh. One more breath. Beautiful job. And coming down. Just leave it nice. Good job. Let's move into our star again. Feeling those 5 lines of energy, all coming from this core. Engaging the bandhas. Nice deep inhale. And on your exhale, we're going to bring the heels in. Bend the knees over the legs, over the feet. Bend those arms into a beautiful goddess. Can be the goddess here. Opening up the heart. Bringing that energy either into yourself or out to the world. And breathe. Engage those bandhas. Find your squat. Maybe you want to go really low or really high. Find what works for you. One more deep breath. Your next inhale, bringing the hands to the hips, straightening those legs, coming all the way up. We'll move into our wide leg forward fold, tilting that pelvis forward a little bit and hinging at the hips. Bringing the hands down to the earth, relaxing the head. You can shake a little yes, no. Nice little variation here. We'll do this in our twists practice, is to bring this left hand right in the center and then bring the right arm up to add a little twist. Bringing some vitality into the spine and a little detoxification for the organs. One more breath. Bringing that right hand down, bringing that right into the middle and inhaling the left arm up. Feeling that nice twist in the spine. And releasing that arm down. Let's bend the knees. Let's move into a nice little seated squat for a minute. And see if you can come back all the way onto the feet, still lifting the buttocks up off the earth. Hands, the elbows are right on the knees, and we can press those knees a little further apart with the elbows. And engage the bandhas and breathe. Malasana, seated squat. One more breath here. And releasing, coming all the way down. Beautiful job. We're going to come all the way down onto our back. take a moment to rest and relax and dive into that pratyahara, that inner aliveness, that inner sensation. Maybe you can feel your heart beating, that pulsation, energetic pulsation that extends and expands throughout your whole body. Diving inward. Whatever you sense. Beautiful job. And let's move into our nice hip opener, the 4 or supine pigeon. It's a really nice opening of the hips. If you have any hip injuries, this is not a pose you want to do. It's contraindicated. So let's, my left ankle is resting just above my right knee. I'm going to lift that right leg up. Clasp both hands behind the right thigh and gently pulling that leg into the body and feeling a really nice stretch and opening on the left side. And breathe. One more breath here. Gently releasing the leg. And moving to the other side. Left knee is up. I'm going to rest the right ankle just above the left knee. Inhaling, bringing that left leg up, clasping the hands behind the left hamstring and pulling that leg into the body. I'm really enjoying that nice opening and stretch of the right hip. Deep breaths in the belly. And on the next exhale, releasing the leg down. Beautiful job. Let's bring those knees into the chest, rocking back and forth a little bit. Let's bring those legs up, nice inversion. Really nice benefit of this inversion. Every inversion is always increases your circulation and lymph flow, but we're really giving the veins a vacation on the legs here. While the legs are inverted, these veins can relax and gravity does all the work. And if half shoulder stand is in your practice, you can move in by lifting the hips, bringing the hands to the small of the back. Feet are right above the head. I come out because I have a little stomach cramp. Always remembering you can come out of any pose at any time if you need to. And move into relaxation anytime. And then hinging those those legs over a little bit. See if you can get them parallel to the floor in a plow pose. And coming down, we're going to bring the hands to the earth, tuck those legs, become a little ball, and gently rolling down. Extending those legs out. And we're going to move into our fish, our Matsyasana. Palms of the hands are down, they're on the earth, and we're going to bring them under the buttocks. And snuggle those arms really close into the body, pressing into the elbows as you lift that upper back, the heart, the chest, and the head, relaxing the head completely and gently coming down so you're resting on the crown of the head. And breathe. One more breath. On your next inhale, pressing into those elbows again, those forearms, straightening out the body, and gently coming all the way down onto your back. Releasing those hands from under the buttocks. And let's bring those knees into the chest, rocking back and forth, releasing and relaxing that lower back. Let's bring the soles of the feet together in our supine butterfly, Supta Baddha Konasana, and gently pulling those feet and those legs in towards the body. Engage the bandhas and breathe. Noticing all the beautiful sensations this is creating, opening up the hips, groin, and opening up the legs wide as you can open them up, pulling them a little gently in towards the body, noticing the stretch in the legs. Flex and extend those feet, keeping the breath flowing. Let's bend those knees. The soles of the feet are facing up towards the sky. Knees are nice and wide, outside of the range of your ribs, more towards your armpits, and gently pulling the legs down. Engage the bandhas and breathe. And moving into your happy baby, kicking the legs around, doing what feels good for you. Feels good for your body, your legs. That's what you did when you were a baby. You did what felt good. Noticing the sensations. Keeping the breath flowing in the belly. And one more breath, finishing up your happy baby. Maybe one more pose you'd like to do. Maybe you want to move into some releases, some hula. Finding the releases that feel right for you tonight. Maybe some hip pointers or supine cat-cow. A double knee drop. Enjoying this last little movement and stretching and opening of your body. And finishing up and moving into Savasana pose. On your back. And those feet a little apart from each other, flopping those legs outward, and the palms of the hands up. The invitation is to bring complete relaxation into the body, letting everything go, feeling the body sink deeply in towards the earth. And taking this moment to dive inward into pratyahara, this inner aliveness. We'll rest in silence, and I will bring you back. A nice deep breath into the belly and bring yourself back to that inner sensation, the aliveness, pratyahara. And beginning to wiggle the fingers and the toes, stretching out the arms and the legs. and rolling over to one side. Allowing everything to shift, the energy, the fluids, the organs. And gently coming up to a seated position. Take this moment to scan the body. Present. Any shifts? First, the physical body. Your energy, your prana, the vitality. Energy field around your body. Diving into pratyahara, notice the inner being, the aliveness, the emotions, this dynamic energy field within you, inside you. Taking a moment to send that inner presence, love and appreciation. And bring yourself back to that intention you set. Feeling those beneficial emotions, emotional benefit that you truly are desiring. And releasing that intention with a this or better, this or better, this or better. And we conclude our practice with the Namaste prayer. We can bring the hands in Anjali Mudra. I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love, of light, of truth, and of peace. And when you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, we are one. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for our warrior flow, focusing on some of the benefits and contradictions of the warrior flow. I am Grace with Ecstatic Yoga, wishing you a most beautiful and most blessed day.